Welcome back to the deep dive. We take complex sources, research, stories, data, and we try to boil them down into something memorable, something useful for you. Today's a bit different, actually. We're diving deep into just one source. It's Sensitive Sean's song, Tsunami. The lyrics. Now, obviously, this isn't like a formal research paper, but lyrics, especially from artists like Sensitive Sean, who get really personal, they can be incredibly powerful. They often show us these universal struggles. So our mission today is pretty straightforward. We want to pull out the emotional core, the really strong metaphors in this song. It talks about dedication, burnout, and that awful feeling of helplessness when you see someone you care about really struggling.
Exactly. And what hits you right away is that it's not just about the burnout itself. It's about how that impacts the person watching, the observer. You get this mix of, well, intense admiration, but also this deep, deep worry. It's right there in the first line. Hey, mama, I got admiration.
Ah, yeah, good point.
That line really sets the stage because the very thing he admires, the hard work and dedication, that's also what's feeding this huge danger, the tsunami that's coming.
So it's like the admiration is tied directly to the destruction.
Precisely. We could almost give it a name, maybe? Vicarious burnout. You know, that emotional drain you feel when you're watching someone you love? Basically self-destruct through sheer dedication. The admiration is real, absolutely, but it gets completely swamped by the scale of the disaster that dedication is causing.
Vicarious burnout. That's a really useful way to frame it. Okay, so let's look at verse 1. This is where he really lays the groundwork for that burnout, right?
Yeah.
The language he uses. It's not just working hard. It feels relentless, like a trap. He uses phrases like, you slave away, grind the stone.
Mm-hmm. Grinding stone. It's repetitive, exhausting, and often for nothing, isn't it? Just dust.
Exactly. Then it's pound the pavement, chase the bone. It doesn't sound like success. It sounds desperate, like you're chasing something you'll maybe never even catch.
Yeah, it paints this picture of a life just swallowed by the grind. And the song makes it clear that kind of grind leads somewhere specific. It's almost immediate in the lyrics, isn't it? The effort leads straight to the consequence, like cause and effect, push too far, wear yourself down,
And then,
work too hard and burn yourself out. It's presented as inevitable.
which leads to maybe the toughest part of that verse,
Yeah.
the coping,
Yeah.
how the person deals with it.
Right. And it's what's not said that's so powerful. He says, they cope in ways I don't want to think about or speak aloud.
That silence. It's loud, like you said earlier.
It really is. It suggests the coping is, well, maybe necessary in the moment, but also really painful or maybe even shameful to look back on. It tells you how severe the burnout must be.
So the burnout isn't just tiredness. It's pushing someone towards these private, maybe harmful escape routes because the pressure is just too much.
Exactly. And if the internal state is that bad, needing unspeakable escapes,
Right.
what happens when the external storm hits?
Which brings us to the chorus and that central image,
Huh.
the tsunami. When he says the waves keep crashing down, tsunami, I mean, that's not just a bad day. That's immense, overwhelming.
It's a force of nature. You can't stop it. You can't really fight it. It just comes. And it seems cyclical, too, the way it's phrased. Keep crashing down.
Okay, but here's something that always gets me. Faced with this massive, unstoppable force, what's the speaker's main reaction in the chorus?
It's apology, isn't it? Oh, mama, I'm sorry. Repeatedly.
Yeah, but why? Sorry. If it's a tsunami, an unavoidable thing, why is he apologizing?
Yeah.
Is it real guilt? Or is it just acknowledging he's powerless?
I think that's the heart of that vicarious burnout we talked about. He didn't cause the wave, but the apology comes from feeling completely inadequate. He says it right after. I can't save you now, but I'm trying.
Ah, okay. So the apology is for the trying and failing, for not being able to stop it.
I think so. It's like an admission of, let's call it admiration paralysis. You see this person you admire so much falling apart, and your love, your admiration, it just isn't enough to rescue them. You're frozen.
Admiration paralysis. Wow. Okay. And yet, right after admitting he can't save her, he gives these survival instructions.
Yeah, and they seem so small compared to the tsunami, don't they? Keep on swimming till the storm goes hiding.
Keep on kicking till the waves go hiding. It's like tiny actions against this enormous thing.
Exactly. It's not about beating the tsunami. That seems impossible in the song's world. It's about endurance. Just keep making these small, basic movements to stay afloat until maybe the waves pull back for a while.
Suggesting it's a cycle. Relief, then destruction again.
Seems that way. Which ties into the second verse, where we see the attempts to defend against it all.
Right. Okay, verse 2. If the first verse set up the grind and the burnout, this one feels more about desperate measures, trying to block the inevitable. He lists these actions: nail the shutters, lock the doors, hide behind the window boards. Standard stuff for a storm, maybe.
But this isn't a standard storm. It's a tsunami. And then there's the bigger attempt. Build up your levees high.
That sounds like a real effort, right? A large-scale, planned defense, believing you can stop it if you just try hard enough, build high enough.
But the song is brutal about it. No suspense. But those waves always come on crashing down, period.
It's like saying, no matter what barriers you put up, physical or mental, this kind of internal tsunami born from self-destruction, it just breaks through.
And it circles back to the coping idea, too. That line about trying to escape to ease the pain inside. It suggests those escapes, the unspeakable ones from verse 1, they don't work either. They're temporary, like the levees.
The verse then gets really personal for the speaker, doesn't it? It shifts from just watching to his own feelings, his regret.
Yeah, that's a heavy turn. It shows this isn't just affecting the mother, it's deeply affecting him, too.
That line, if the younger me saw us now, he'd be upset. Oof, that hits hard.
It does. It implies this loss of hope, doesn't it? Like, the younger version of himself believed things would be different, maybe that he could protect her or she'd be okay. And the reality is devastating.
It confirms the tragedy. And it's not over.
No, definitely not. He brings it right back to the present struggle. Because I haven't found a way to save you yet.
So the search is still on. He's still trapped in that observer role, trying to figure out how to stop it. It's an ongoing crisis for him.
Absolutely. It's not a past event he's recounting. It's his current reality.
Okay, so let's pull this together. The song's structure, with the chorus repeating, it really hammers home that cycle you mentioned, the vicarious burnout cycle.
Yeah, you see it clearly. Admiration sets the stage for the destruction that leads to these desperate attempts to save or cope, and then boom, the chorus hits again, the waves keep crashing. The repetition is the message, in a way. It's relentless.
And the core tragedy seems to be that the very thing admired, that incredible dedication, is what fuels the tsunami in the first place.
That's the paradox, isn't it? The grind the stone leads directly to the burn yourself out, which becomes this destructive force that, well, love and watching just can't seem to stop.
So what this deep dive gives you, the listener, is maybe a language for this specific painful dynamic. Understanding that tension between total commitment and the fallout when it goes too far. And maybe terms like vicarious burnout or admiration paralysis help make sense of that particular kind of strain you might feel or see when someone you care about is caught in that cycle.
It's trying to give shape to that feeling.
Sensitive Sean takes this huge impersonal image, the tsunami, and uses it to talk about something incredibly personal, watching someone you admire basically lose a fight against themselves, driven by their own relentless effort.
It's powerful. Love, admiration, and total helplessness all wrapped up together. It really is. Which leaves us with a final thought, something to maybe mull over, based purely on what the song gives us. If survival, as the song suggests, means this constant, exhausting effort, the swimming, the kicking, and yet the speaker still says, I haven't found a way to save you yet. What does that really imply? And that constant apology, I'm sorry, is he apologizing for the tsunami itself? Or is it maybe an apology for realizing that sometimes, faced with someone's self-destruction born from dedication, you might actually be powerless to stop the waves? Something to think about.